and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 20 of Legends of Ferrari F1, the die-cast 1/24 scale model collection from our good old pals at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab this set of Ferraris and start collecting them yourself, head over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. You too can be collecting these. So what have we got this week? We have got the 500 F2 from 1953, driven by Nino Farina, folks, yes. So let's have a quick scoot through the magazine and then we'll get the model out and we'll have a looky-loo for you. There he is there. It says here, following Alberto Ascari's success in the 1952 Formula One World Championship, Ferrari decided to use the same car the following season. Only a few tweaks would be needed to increase its power. It says here it was the right decision. The Milanese driver won 5 races and secured his second title, while Mike Hawthorne and Nino Farina won another 2 for the modern-based team. Love the way he's leaning out there as he's cornering. It's brilliant, isn't it? There they are, they're stunning, stunning cars. But look at the driver, how exposed they were. God, it's shocking. There they are, all lined up, looking beautiful. Loads of facts in these magazines, folks, so give them a read. Cars of the bygone era. My God. It's just stunning to see these old cars, I must admit. There they all are. They're having a yibby-yabba in the pit lane. There's a bit of a bio there on Nino Farina himself. All the stats there. Looking rather splendid there as he's gunning around the track there. This was at the Belgian Grand Prix. And then we got Luigi Bazzi there, who's this week's profile, folks. And he's there with Enzo looking rather solemn. So there you go. That's the magazine done. So we'll put that to one side and we'll get the car out and we'll have a looky-loo to see what we got, folks. And there you go, folks. Look at that. They come in a nice, sexy display case. Got your Ferrari badge on the side there. Ferrari 500 F2 Nino Farina, 1953 on the side. So what we'll do, folks, we'll drop this out the case. When we come back, we'll have a looky-loo around the model, see what we got. And there you go, folks. There she is. So we'll do our obligatory top-down shot there. You can see there, squared off front end, curving round along the sides there. No side bods that back them. And then coming round to a big old conical taper right down the back there of the fuel tank, which sits right behind the driver's head. Got your front suspension there with your outboard drum brakes, front and rear. Got big old exhaust pipe coming out the side there and bolted along the side of the car. Nice or not, right by the driver's lug-hole. Big prominent numbers, front and rear there. Turn it round to the side and you can get a real gist of the shape there. Straight up edge there, coming round to the cockpit and then straight out the back there. Nice and slender. Got your wire wheels there with your knockoff caps in the centre. Some sexy louver detail along the side. Ferrari badge obligatory there on the side, just by the driver's mirrors. Coming back to the cab there, you got your gear lever and your handbrake up in there. Little tiny seat there, no seat belts, nothing like that going on. Big old wooden steering wheel there. You then got your binnacle there with all your instruments and gauges on there. Coming round the back there, there's the money shot that people could see when the Ferrari was ahead of them, just gunning off into the distance there. How close the wheels were to the car as well. And then you got your jaws shot from the opposite side of the Ferraris coming up the back there, looming towards you as they're gaining pace on you and are about to overtake you. big old intake there at the front there. Tiny little windscreen, a little scoopage there just to cool the driver down and run air in and around things. Beautiful, beautiful example. You notice the lack of sponsors as well, folks, back then. And then obviously looking underneath there, you got the sump of the engine, because the engines were in the front back then. Looking mean and moody there. Coming round the back there, little bit of a transmission casing going on there for the rear wheels. And it's just, yeah, stunning, stunning, stunning. Beautiful looking car. Like I say, you got your suspension mounts along the side there and decorative rivets going on around there, all done in chrome. And then obviously your bonnet straps and stuff around the front there so they could quickly remove the bonnet and then they could have a good old gander at the engine if they needed to do anything on it. Very simple design philosophy back then. But when you look at the drivers driving these, how exposed they were, it kind of, for me, it makes you appreciate that generation of drivers a hell of a lot more. Because the courage it took to just jump in this and gun it as flat as anything, knowing that if you get it millimetre wrong, it's a life-changing crash, isn't it? It's either life-ending or drastically life-changing. And they still went out and did it in their little leather caps and boiler suits. It fascinates me when I see this. I see these old videos of these races. It fascinates me. It really does. I'd love to have been in the mindset just to know these characters and what persuaded them or drove them to put their lives on the line like they did. But that's driving for you, isn't it? Motor racing's like that. It's a drug, isn't it, for them? But there you go, folks. There's another stunning, beautiful Ferrari. That is the 500 F2 from 1953. And that is driven by Nino Farina, folks. Don't forget, if you'd like to grab these and start collecting these along with me, pop over to DeAgostini's website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop. You too can be collecting these beautiful, beautiful cars. Also, to help me and the channel out, if you can remember to like, share, hype and subscribe, boosts the video, helps grow the channel and keep it alive. Thanks so much for coming in and keeping me company. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Till then, stay safe and well. Goodbye for now.